everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be best of beauty from 2016. So first, I know this video is going to be like extremely long, but I just want to like take the time out to thank you guys for supporting me this past like what 4-5 years that I've been making YouTube videos or so. I really appreciate you guys hanging with me through some of my like absences. I want to do some type of like Q&A because I don't think I've ever done one, not like officially. So any questions that you have as far as like me that you want me to answer about whatever, leave them down below because I want to try to do a Q&A video in the near future. So anything you have that you ever wanted to ask, and then I'll devote a separate video to answering as many of those questions that I can, okay? So, and since this video is going to be super duper long, grab a snack, hit the subscribe button down here. I think I'm pointing in the right direction to make sure that you get notified every time that I upload. And yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so I pretty much for this video only really wanted to mention things that I tried for the first time in 2016 because I have favorites that are like yearly favorites every single year, but this one I just want to devote towards things that I discovered in 2016. So the first category that I'm going to start with is skincare. I feel like I had some really high highs and some really low lows when it came to skincare. Things are looking up right now, but there's always like a long way for me to go, I feel. All right, oh, the first one I'm gonna mention, I didn't discover last year, but I hadn't used it in a really long time, and it was the Neutrogena Rapid Tone Repair Moisturizer with sunscreen. So it has broad spectrum SPF 30. I use this in the morning to help with like fading any like post hyperpigmentation or whatever, any post acne marks. So we use this, it has a sunscreen in, and it's really lightweight, and as far as like drugstore or as far as like skincare, it's definitely on the cheaper end because I think this might be about like $20, but it lasted a pretty decent time length or whatever. It kind of gives the skin a little bit of like a radiant feel to it. I discovered these two like unexpectedly. I placed an order with Painted Earth Skincare, and I got a face wash that I haven't really been using that much because I'm trying to finish up some of the things that I already have, but they sent me a couple samples of this like Boo Boo gel and I love it. So they sent the Boo Boo gel EX or whatever, which I guess is maybe some type of like extra strength, and then this is like the Boo Boo gel. I finished up the extra strength and it smells so good. It just has this like minty smell to it, but it's literally like a jelly consistency. It looks like kind of like the color of honey, but it's just like a jelly jam type of consistency. And I just went in at night and placed it all over any like active breakouts or any areas that had like some texture, some discoloration or whatever. It blends in really nicely. It's like all natural, clean, organic products here. And it really helped with like decreasing the size of any type of like breakout that I had or whatever, like pretty effectively. Sometimes like even more effectively than my like benzoyl peroxide, which I'm addicted to or whatever. I love to exfoliate, and the one that I really loved last year was the MAC Volcanic Ash Exfoliator. If you haven't seen this, it's just kind of like a exfoliator mask that I just use a couple of times a week, maybe like once or twice a week when the skin is looking like really dull or I need to exfoliate and clean off that just like dead skin or whatever. I love that it's like black. I feel like that, I don't know if that's part of the like gimmick, but it's supposed to be made with like volcanic ash, which is supposed to be really good with like exfoliating the skin and leaving it more radiant. It has a fine to medium grain texture in it. It's all throughout the entire product. It's not one of those ones that has like a couple of beads in it. Like the entire thing is an exfoliant. So I mainly massage it into the face and then let it sit and then just wash it off. I love the smell of it. I just love the texture. I feel like it has like a good hydrating like factor in it too, so it's not just like a straight up scrub where you just scrub off and then it feels really dry. After you wash it off, it kind of feels like it almost has like a little bit of an oil property where it hydrates the skin. It doesn't leave it irritated or anything like that, so I love that. Okay, the last two things I want to talk about are from Henriksen. So I have been, y'all know I was addicted to my Kiehl's Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution. I had been using that for like 2 years and I loved it. I wanted to try something else, just to try something else, and I came across the Pure Truth Youth Activating Oil by Henriksen. This is supposed to nourish, repair, and brighten with pure rose hips seed oil. You use 1 to 2 pumps, massage it into the face, the neck, the décolleté, and then it's supposed to help with kind of just like texture, discoloration, fine lines, hyperpigmentation, it's just kind of like one of those things that's supposed to be the all-in-one type product. So I love it. It has it's like an orange oil, so it leaves an orange tint to the skin, which is a little weird. So it doesn't absorb immediately into the skin. Like, it's gonna sit on the skin for a little bit, but by the time I wake up, it has completely absorbed into the skin, and the skin feels hydrated without like being extra oily. I love using that. I feel like it's been helping with lightening hyperpigmentation and also helping with like texture and just making the skin look more like youthful and radiant. This is my second bottle of this. I love it. It is cheaper than the Kiehl's. I think this is like $50. Maybe it's the same price as the Kiehl's. I don't know. Anyway, I only use this at night because it has like an orange tint to it. But yeah, I love that. And then to go with it, I picked up the Sheer Transformation Oil-Free Perfecting Cream Repair Skin with Vitamin C Complex, Licorice Root, and Pea Extract. This is actually supposed to help with hyperpigmentation, fight off environmental damage, and then resurface the skin and act as a free radical scavenger. So love this. I use this day and night, mainly as my like daytime moisturizer, but I use it at night as well. It doesn't have SPF in it, but it has like a vitamin C complex. It's supposed to help with like, you know, cell turnover and all that other stuff that I've just been talking about. It's really lightweight and silky. It feels amazing on the skin. I love using it in the morning, especially during these like colder months, and it doesn't leave me like super oily or anything. All right, so moving on. I want to talk about face routine. Yeah. So I'm just going to go over these products really quickly because I mentioned them in my November favorites, as well as I have a updated foundation routine that's either going to be before or after this video, obviously, and it's actually on the foundation routine I have today. So the first thing is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer, along with the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the color Medium Dark 1 Syracuse, the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer in the shade Medium, and then the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder mixed with my Ben Nye Banana Powder. Favorite foundation routine over the last 4 or 5 months. You can check out my foundation routine if you want to see how they perform. And then 2 other foundations that I want to mention really quickly. They are both by Becca. It's the Becca Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation and then the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. This was like my summer routine right here. This one is like the most matte foundation I've ever used in my entire life. So if you are ridiculously oily and you need some matteness like all day, this combined with this primer is like matte, girl. But sometimes you want a little bit extra coverage. This one isn't like the highest coverage, so for extra coverage and a little bit more creaminess, if I didn't want to like super duper matte look, I go in with the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. So most full coverage foundation I've ever tried with the mattest foundation that I've ever tried in my entire life. Together make like flawless skin completely. Okay, real quickly, I don't know if I tried this for the first time in 2016. It might have been 2015, but the NYX matte bronzer in deep tan is like best bronzer ever in life. Yes. So I think the face powder that I used the most last year was the Kat Von D Lock-It powder foundation. I'm not currently using it because I only have this one shade and it's in Deep 74, which is my summer shade. Love this. It's full coverage. You can wear it like spot conceal and wear it by itself. It's like a creamy powder as well, and it gives like a very smooth texture to the skin. And then as far as blush, I just have these 2. I have the NYX Baked Blush plus Illuminator plus Bronzer in Solstice. This is like my go-to when I'm really like rushed for time. It's a bronzer, a blush, an illuminator in one. I'm wearing it today, but I do have a highlighter on. But I love these like terracotta rosy bronze shades that you can just brush all over the face in 2 seconds and like good to go. And then as far as like favorite blush from last year, it's probably the Becca Luminous blush in Tigerlily. I'm a sucker for orange blushes. I feel like they look amazing, especially on women of color. Definitely any skin tone can wear an orange blush. You just need to be a little bit lighter handed if you're much more fair. This one has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it just sits beautifully on the skin. All right, as far as highlighter, I know my favorite highlighter 2015 was the Champagne Pop highlighter, and so in 2016 my favorite highlighter is probably this little compact here. This is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop like highlighting palette. Pretty much after I got this, the only thing I was highlighting with was Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, right? Yeah, the two of those. I mean, bam bam, it's together. You got illuminating blush, a matte blush, and a bronzer, bronzy blush or whatever. So this is like what I would take with me when I was traveling, because it had everything for your face color wise in here. All right, as far as like brows, I'm not a brow connoisseur. I'd like to get more into brows. However, I'm also really lazy, so therein lies my struggle. I have 3 brow products here. They're pretty much all identical, which is why I wanted to mention them, because I started out the year using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in chocolate, which I was obsessed with because I love how tiny it is. You can get like right in there. It looks really natural. It's lightweight. You can like, you know, go super light or really heavy handed if you wanted to. Plus it has an amazing spoolie. I feel like this is perfect for people starting out with brows that are also slightly lazy like myself, don't really know what they're doing, and kind of just want to do something that really looks like something would have grown from your face. Then I moved on to the NYX Micro Brow in the color Chocolate. Pretty much same concept. And then towards the end of the year, L'Oreal released this Brow Stylist Definer. I think it came out towards the end of last year. So I was on this one. I mean, they're pretty much all the same. I honestly don't have a like difference of comparison besides price. I mean, the L'Oreal and the NYX are both around like $8, $9, $10. The Anastasia one, Anastasia one is like $19 or $20, so take your pick. Mascara, I would say the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara was like pretty much what I was wearing all of last year, especially during the hot months, especially on the lower lash line, especially if I wanted like long wear makeup. I use this. It is amazing. It does not come off unless I used this, which is also great. And this is the Too Faced Mascara Melt Off Cleansing Oil. I'm sure you could use coconut oil. I didn't really have coconut oil lying around. Maybe I did, but you got to dig your finger all the way in that jar, and it's got hair in it and stuff. So I just like this little comb. You can just comb onto the lashes, let it sit, and it just wipes off. Oh yeah, and then I almost forgot. This Maybelline Lash Sensational is the mascara I'm actually wearing today. And I need to throw this bottle away because I'm pretty sure I've had it for a good like 7 or 8 months, which is way past expiration. But I keep getting like bomb lashes out of it. And I'm like, well, you know, if you still got the juice and the sauce, why do I need to let you go? So, love this. This is regular, not waterproof. Okay, so as far as eyeshadows, the first thing I'll talk about is the Mono Renaissance, Anastasia Beverly Hills Mono Renaissance palette, which I think came out like over summer-ish sometime, which I think is a pretty universal palette as far as like season and also technique that you're looking for. You can do something pretty light, natural looking. You could do something pretty heavy. I think the orange tones in it work for fall as well as spring, summer, and also like right now. Also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I picked up some of the like individual eyeshadows. So definitely Caramel, which is like this beautiful kind of warm brown caramel complexion. And then Peach Sorbet, which is a really nice champagne peach color. It's probably coming up much brighter on camera than it really is, but I love this all over the lid. And then lastly, I'm gonna talk about lip products. I feel like towards the end of 2016, gloss started coming back. So I have several glosses, and then no lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, but no lipstick. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with gloss. NYX's Smoky Look is like my go-to jam if I'm not wearing anything on my lips and I want something just like neutral, a little bit of like a shine to it that's just like really creamy and lustrous looking. This is what I go to. I kind of just throw it in my purse because you don't need a mirror to apply this. And then one that I discovered was the Buxom Sylist, and this is like super glittery, like really sparkly. It has a little bit of like that menthol kind of like tint to it, like flavor, smell to it, so it gives like a little bit of like a tingling effect to it. I said I wasn't gonna buy anything from Kylie Cosmetics, and then I went up there and got that daggone poppin' lip gloss, and I loved it, especially during the holiday season. Just like in the center of the lips, it just gives it like a really pretty shine, gold. I mean, who wouldn't love wearing like gold gloss on their lips? So I have 2 products from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first is the liquid lipstick in Ashton. which I talked about in a favorite. It's like a perfect orangey nude with a really, really heavy like yellow tint to it. And then the other is Orchid Lip Gloss, which is a beautiful milky purple. And then I have the Bare Minerals These are their matte liquid lip colors. It's the most beautiful nude I've ever seen in my entire life. This might be my like favorite nude ever. And then lastly, I have Dose of Colors Truffle, which I'll do a swatch of it because it's a frosted glass bottle, but it's like a really pretty rosy nude for like deeper skin tones. Pink, rosy pink. Okay, thought I was done, but I'm almost done. I just want to finish up with fragrances. The first one actually is most recently. I've been holding on to this little rollerball sample for a while and really hadn't used it. And then I got like 2 little spray samples from Sephora and I sprayed it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to purchase this in the full size. And I've been hearing lots of things about it. I just never really cared to like try it. It's the Versace Bright Crystal. I don't know. I'll try to put the notes like right here. I feel like it's pretty fun and flirty with a little bit of like sophistication in it. It's kind of floral smelling, which normally I go for like really musky warm types of scents, but it's not like a really terrible floral scent. Maybe I'm completely off, but I'll put the notes like right here. Okay, next is the Marc Jacobs Decadence. And these are all like rollerballs because I can't commit to the price of one of those for right now, especially if I don't know if I'm gonna like it on myself. And this one is like it's like sexy nighttime with a little bit of fruit in it. And once again, I'll put the notes right here. But I love that as like a nighttime scent. And then the last one is the YSL Black Opium. And that's what this one looks like. Whoo! That right there is just like, it's just like warm, sexy, grown woman smell. Yeah, I think this one is the favorite of the tree. But I'll list the notes of it right here as well. Oh, how could I forget? Okay, so last fragrance is Estee Lauder's Bronze Goddess. This I just went in and bought the whole full bottle. The full size. It smells like summer, like beaches. It smells like the beach and summer and like sunscreen, but like really warm and like sexy. Apparently I like nighttime scents, even like during the day. I mean, what is it? I don't know. What is a daytime and a nighttime scent? I don't know, but it smells so good. I think this is what I wore like majority of the entire summer. Plus the packaging is like beautiful on it. All right, so I think that's everything for this entire video. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, please subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.